So welcome back to Bygone Alley. So we've got these beautiful Michelotti lamps all ready to sell on eBay. So how do you pack and ship something like this? Well, let's get into it. Okay, well of course the first thing we want to do is double box these shades because they're so delicate. Let's start with getting some bubble wrap on them. I think 2 layers of bubble wrap should be sufficient. And this bubble wrap will just kind of tuck in. As you'll see in a minute, we're going to put this in packing paper inside the inside box. So the next thing we're going to do is get these each packed in their own box. Let's get a good layer of packing paper on the bottom. Now bear in mind, this is just the inside box. This box is going to be boxed inside another one, so we're double boxing these for maximum protection during shipping. Tape it up. And we'll do the same thing for the other shade. Okay, so we have the shades packed away nicely in their boxes. Now, what about all these prisms? We have 30 prisms on each lamp. How do we secure those in shipping? Well, unfortunately, the only thing you can do to make sure that they're going to arrive safely is take each one off. Now, I've already started. I took a couple off this one already, as you can see here. So the best way to remove these crystals is to set them up on something so it's just above eye level. And that way you'll be looking under the rim. So you can see the hook. Now let me just mount this camera on the tripod for you and I'll show you how you get a couple off. Now hopefully the camera can see this. Just pull the tab a little bit with one finger, pull it out with the other hand, they slide right out. So again, just pull the inside tab out a little bit, bend it out, take the hook right out. Maybe you can see better now that a couple are off. It's kind of hard to do this without my hand blocking the camera. If you can see, just kind of pull that hook out, slide these out. Sometimes that lower part of the hook, you got to bend it in a little bit because it's sticking out. Okay, then to put them back on, when you receive the lamp, of course, is just slide it back on, bend the hook back down a little bit to secure it. You don't have to push it all the way down. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. All right, simple. So then the way we pack these crystals so they're safe for shipping, take each one, we cut these little strips of foam, take each one and just wrap it nice in the foam. Take these rubber bands. You can buy these little rubber bands at the dollar store. Like, I don't know, 100 for $1. Just wrap each one with their little rubber band. And then when you pack them all together, they're not hitting together. They're not going to get scratched or damaged or chipped. Simple as that. Okay, now that we've got all the crystals off, we've got each pack of crystals for each lamp bagged up nicely so they won't get damaged in shipping. So now we're going to box up each lamp itself in the inner box because these are going to be double boxed. So I have 10 by 10 by 10 boxes, but these are like 10.5 tall. So I'm going to have to alter 2 boxes and make them a little longer to pack these. So all we're going to do is take one of these 10 by 10 by 10 boxes and just cut it right down the middle here. So then you just take your cut half box, put it right inside the flaps of the regular box, and we'll just tape that around, and then you have a little bit deeper box. Perfect for these lamps. All right, so just want to get a good layer of bubble wrap on before we put them into the packed boxes. Some of these things can be a little awkward to get a bubble wrap on. Tape. So we don't need a whole lot of bubble wrap because they're going to be packed in a lot of packing paper inside one box inside another box. So they're really well protected, but you do need some, especially for FedEx and UPS requirements. If there's no bubble wrap, they just might not honor an insurance claim if anything should ever happen. So we got this one wrapped up, and we'll do the same for the other one, and then we'll pack them in their boxes. All right, now we're all ready to just start packing. Now something like this you have to pack upside down. And the reason being, if you pack it right side up, you're not going to be able to finish stuffing the paper in right now. So you put the wide end down, and this box has plenty of room for the pre-packed crystals to go in around it. And just finish with the paper. And we just do the same for the other box. Okay, so we have all the lamp parts boxed into 4 boxes here. And what we're going to do now is just pack them all into this larger box. Now we're not going to need a whole lot of padding on the bottom because there's more than sufficient padding in the bottoms of every one of these boxes, but I am going to put a thin layer just to give a little more extra padding in case the box gets thrown around in shipping, which happens all the time. So we're just going to stagger these 2 larger boxes catty corner to the 2 smaller boxes just to balance the weight for shipping. Now, as you can see, we've got all this extra space here on top of the box, so we're going to score this box down with our handy box scorer. This tool is awesome. You just set the height you want it at, take it around all 4 sides, and once you have it scored around all 4 sides, you just simply cut the corners up. And the box will fold down to that level. But of course, before we fold the sides down, we're just going to finish filling in the padding here, bring it up about 1 inch above these boxes just to make sure it's really secure. Now that tape gets it basically taped down. Now I know FedEx requirements that all these loose edges have to be taped along the edge. So I'm not sure about UPS if they have the same requirement, but I do it anyway. So do all those edges and we're good to go. Then now we can get our exact weight and dimensions so we know exactly what this is going to cost for wherever it may be shipped. All right, thanks for watching. If you are another reseller on eBay, I hope this helps. I know a lot of people won't sell things like this because they don't know how they're going to pack them. So this may be useful for you. And if you're someone considering the purchase of this item, I hope this gives you confidence in seeing how it will be packed before it's shipped to you. All right, thanks for watching. Again, this is Bygone Alley, and we'll see you next time.